Good afternoon. My name is Malcolm Parker. I'm a teacher at Skbs Business School in France. I teach organisational behaviour, I teach human resource management and international management. And I'm also in charge of the business courses in what we call the Skbs Bachelor's programmes. As far as people from Georgia are concerned, the motivation to study abroad is very important. Crossing Europe like that, it's a long way to go. You're going to a foreign country. France is obviously a very foreign country. Very unusual atmosphere, very unusual place, different behaviours, things like that. So I think for a young Georgian, he or she has to be particularly motivated to want to travel, to go to settle in a country for 6 months or for a year. It's quite a challenge. And as the Georgian students will discover, France is a very nice country, a very welcoming country. With good infrastructures, good transport systems, good accommodation, so there's plenty of things to be motivated by when they go there. As far as Georgian students are concerned, I don't know much about the Georgian educational system, but we recruit students who are basically around the age of 18, what we call post-baccalaureate, which is the post-high school diploma. And I would assume that Georgian students would come at that age, or maybe a bit older, maybe 19. And they can be fully integrated into our classes where they study in English. Most of our students do business management, but there are other tracks that students can do, sometimes environmental science, other tracks like communication, corporate communications. So those courses are available to any Georgian student who has a sufficiently high level of English to follow courses entirely in English. As far as the organisation which sends you is concerned, the ELL, they seem to have a very, very good network of organisations, partner organisations. Of course, Skbs Business School is one of them. And so it strikes me that in view of the information that's given by ELL, that this is an organisation which can support young people in their visa applications and in choosing an institution abroad. Over the past semester, I've had the pleasure of meeting a young man called Saba, who's in my organisational behaviour class. He turns out to be a conscientious, diligent young man. He seems to be interested in doing extremely well, and we like serious students who are applied, who listen to what teachers are saying, who are attentive in class, and that's pretty important. And I would hope that all Georgian students are as conscientious and diligent as this young gentleman. And just one last point, I don't know much about Georgia, but I do know that the Georgian wine is well known. I learned this a few years ago when I heard that the French vineyards were being opened in Georgia. There were French people going abroad to open their vineyards and producing high quality red wine, I believe, because the climate is supposed to be very appropriate for that kind of culture. I'm afraid that's all I know about Georgia.